12 when I was on a television series, and I started very young, but I do remember, speaking of alcohol, that I
wasn't supposed to bring that up. A little note of things we shouldn't talk, probably.
Oh, mischief, things we're not supposed to say?
You can make things up, you can lie.
Well, I'm going to sound sort of pure-hearted here because I was a little too young. You see, I was able to star in Les Mis, but I wasn't able to go to the bar with everybody after because I wasn't 21. You know, so I just remember my first impressions of professional theater was being left out. Trips to the bar. Oh no, I don't mean there was many other wonderful impressions. That would be one of the more social impressions, but. It's hard to even answer the question next to the person I most admire. And the model really for what I want to be and what I believe in. But so I can only say I agree with Donna that research is something that can liberate your imagination and can liberate your spirit. And unlike what Anthony was saying, how he felt guided so often by his great directors, especially maybe even some of his most famous performances. My first performance ever was in Les Mis. Just use it as an example. I was the first replacement of Cosette, and I had no rehearsal with the directors, but I was being thrown into this world, and my first instinct, I actually was 18, and I was a freshman in college. I dropped out of college to play the part, and I just started reading Victor Hugo. I read the whole book, and I read the whole book. I had to get on stage in 10 days, but I didn't know much about Victor Hugo's world. I didn't know much about the various revolutions and the French Revolution. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what I was talking about. I was going, at the end of the day, you're another day older. You know, Cosette has to play, you know, in the ensemble while she's a child, and then the 18 or 25-year-old actress is supposed to come out. After the 9-year-old is done, I've already played all the different aspects of you know, social history in France. I had played a prostitute, I played a beggar, all these things, you know, and then you come out as Cosette. But I didn't know anything, never mind about kissing, but I was a prostitute, you know, and then on stage with all these actors and so on. But I would then go home and read Victor Hugo more and more and learn a lot about what Fantine was going through and about women and selling their bodies and about the pressures of being so poor and all the class system and things like that. So I would, you know, as the show was running, I was reading Victor Hugo. It was like a race to get to understand the play I was even in. So I've always felt a little bit like research could save you, because if you don't always get the information, it's out there. The next Broadway musical I did was Anna Karenina, which I went on to read. I played Anna Karenina in all the workshops leading up to the production, and I wasn't even 21 yet. Anna Karenina is famously a middle-aged lady and so on, and they actually got to Broadway on my wacky intellectual performances in workshops, and then when they went to Broadway, I played the ingenue character, and I understudied Anna. Luckily, I never went on because the audience would have been so confused. This 20-year-old girl's jumping in front of the train, you know, with no future in sight.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
So
no one reads books anymore, Anthony. It doesn't matter.